Hi guys, today I'm going to be showing you how to make this card right here. It's a little bit more advanced than the other cards, but it's still pretty simple. I'm going to walk you through step by step. So, what we are going to need to do is grab out our standard A2 size card base. I cut this up myself and I did a matching envelope like I always do. And I have a circle that I cut out from a mug that I just traced and got my friend to cut it out for me. And I'm going to start out with those two. And I'm going to be using a Campus pigment ink pad. This is a light blue with a makeup sponge. I've already used this one before for this kind of technique. So all I do is I'm going to start out with my card base. And I'm going to ink my edges just before round my edges just before I do that. So I just have my envelope punch board here. And this is my We Are Memory Keepers. And so now I'm going to take my ink pad, open it up, and I like to just hold these guys open. I saw it before where they actually took these and they glued them into a bottle cap, but I'm not going to be doing that. And just to protect my work surface, I'm going to grab out a piece of scrap paper just to, you know, stop myself from getting ink all over my craft mat more than there already is. And I'm just going to start out by inking up these edges, getting ink on them however much you want, however much or however little you desire to put on. Stuff. Now, because I did kind of pull my card a little bit and wrinkle it when I was making it, these are just all little bits from my makeup sponge. So I'm going to take this right here and just some 3M foam tape, and I'm going to place it down. And you can get this stuff from Michael's, Walmart, that's basically all the places that I know of, or your local craft store. It doesn't have to be the 3M brand, whatever brand you can find. And you can place it down now, or you can either wait, and just place that down on there, and take your stamp, and I'm going to ink it up with the same blue to help my card coordinate, and you can place that on there. Now this just barely fits, but it looks kind of cool having it hanging off the edges a bit. Pressing that down, and you get that on there. It's not the best impression, so you can do it again or whatever you want to do. I'm just going to take mine with a black marker and trace over it. As you conveniently stick it down before. And I like to ink up my edges here just to coordinate the color a little bit more. I'm just taking my paper and I'm dragging it along my ink pad just to get a little bit of color around those edges. And now, with the foam tape that we applied before, go ahead and stick that down, like so. And then I am going to take this little guy right here. It's from Michael's. It's one of those little embellishments. I got it on sale, of course. And I'm just going to kind of apply him on an angle, trying to keep him completely on that circle. And then you'll want to take, I'm going to take some ribbon. I have some ribbon here that's like almost the same blue and some super cute silver. I'm going to open up my card and a craft knife. I'm just going to place my craft knife down, drag it a bit, about an inch. You don't notice the hole after, really. It just makes this process easier the larger you make the hole. And feed that through. That one went through really easily. And just do the second one. And just feed the second one through. Super cute light blue. Threading through. No, I want to ideally keep my blue on top of my silver, so I'm just going to line that up. You can place some tape on there if you want to. or you can not. I'm not using tape to show you guys that you can do it with or without. And just pull that around as much as you want. And I'm going to leave some for me to tie it with. And if you have really fraying ends, you'll want to put some fray check on it, but if you're like me and you don't, you lucked out, don't worry about it. And because I really have a lot happening on this set, I want to put this on the other side, tie the knot on the other side, just to balance out my card. And so tying, you can use some tape again, but you don't need to. I'm just going to get a finger to hold right there while I tie, so if you have an extra pair of hands you can. And like that. Now because this did roll under, I am going to use just a little bit of tape. Reach, I'm just going to apply that on the ribbon, fold it back over and stick it down. And voila. I'm going to trim these guys down a little bit more, hope that they cut. And I'm going to now take some glue with an embellishment and stick that on by my knot to get it to look really cute. You know, if your embellishment already cute right here, it's a sparkly one from the black set. Just filling a black one somewhere. And stick that down, and there you go. That is a super cute, super easy card that a beginner can do. Just take your time, don't rush, don't worry if it doesn't work out the first time, because the more that you learn, the better you will get at it. So I hope that you learned, and I hope that you try this out, and hope to catch you next time, and please subscribe.